Well, after having a few days to think on it, Uncle Swinney, will play the other route of Belle Automata. And these things might play into action, playing part in that route.
I remember the first time I opened silicone-coated eyelids to see my master. Oh, I think that worked. I managed to get her booted up. Those were the first words he said to me. What's your name? You machines have names, don't you? I am the Dreamweaver, Model T95. No, he said. A name isn't a set of numbers and letters, it's... The definition had immediately come to mind, so I recited it out loud, droning the words flatly. A word or set of words by which a person, animal, place, or thing is known, addressed, or referred to. That's right. So, what's yours? The memory of staring at him blankly is so clear that I can practically see him in front of me, even now. I do not have one, I'd replied. Well, that doesn't seem right. How about this? I'll give you one. Fair warning, though, I haven't named anyone since my kids were born. And then he did it.
So we can give a Rev a different name. And since in this route we're going to romance the Nightmare Prince, this seems fair.
He called me. I loved him like a father. My master, no, my father, was a weaver of traditional silks, and I was the machine that worked tirelessly at his side. For decades, we weaved the highest quality of silks alongside each other. We were creative soulmates. Every thread I wove matched him in every way. Maybe it's because of that, because my master treated me like a person, that I became this way. Alive, sentient, sapient. So you can imagine how I felt when his family said those words that I will never forget. That old Dreamweaver model? I guess we can auction it off. Grandpa's had it for so long that I doubt anyone would want it now that he's passed. And it, not a person, but a thing. A thing to be given away without any input of her own. And here I am, outside the home of my new master.
You're still going to call her a Rev for simplicity's sake?
The Nightmare Prince.
Oh, what the hey? We can skip this. And this? Okay.
The room.
Very well.
If it's all right with you, I'd like to familiarize myself with my new home.
I need to figure out how to work this thing.
Very well.
You could have learned. You could have struck up a romance with the Nightmare Prince and learned how to clean. don't know? Ouch. Apparently you and Lenthus weren't as close as you thought. Yes, it's basically what I said.
The room of the Nightmare Prince. Or whatever his name is.
How nonsensically edgy. An entire room that's just a printer? Seriously? Who would make an entire room a printer?
Is that your real name?
So does this printer use ink ribbons or ink cartridges? And where is the dialogue there?
I see. Well, Nightmare Prince, I apologize for disturbing you, but I admit, I'm curious about you.
Curious?
Gods! It speaks! The beast speaks!
Since when could an android be curious?
Sapiens?
Since when are purchasers of androids treated as employers?
You're a funny one. But I suppose I'll let you keep your secrets if you let me keep mine.
Yes, Matt. Yes.
When was the last time?
I'll be taking my leave now.
What are you thinking,
there you
Jeeves?
are. What took so long? Were you settling in your bedroom?
I have a room?
With a view?
I'll show it to you once you get back.
Back from where?
The elder brother of the young master has asked to speak with you in the garden. You're still standing there.
I'm aware.
Other than the floor.
Are you feeling unprepared?
I am, yes.
You
Take
do
a moment
not
to gather
feel
Roman is not an impatient man.
prepared. Victor is good people. I think this is mostly going to be repeating what happened at the start of the last route.
Ah, you must be...
Come on. Belle isn't a common name, but the least you could do is say it. It's not Arev's real name, but all the same, I think it fits. Okay, just give it a head a little.
I should introduce myself. The name's Roman Price.
Isn't Vincent
I
Price?
see. Nice to meet you then. My name is...
Well, even she can't say it. That's disappointing. You don't even get a list of... You even get a handful of alternate
Welcome
names.
to Ask Price. How's your first hour been, little lady?
They're voiced fully. That's probably budget reasons.
I'm an android, but I have my own bedroom, and I was purchased for no apparent purpose.
Is there something in your left eye?
In a word, strangely. Life has been treating me very strangely.
That's because you're a special one.
Black market?
Yes.
What? Did you think a sentient android is easy to come by these days? You know, androids that act against their programming, androids who don't always obey, and androids who can think and feel. Androids like you and, well, I'm sure you met the others.
No, I'll meet the others.
Me?
Yes, rogues like you. Not all rogues are self-aware, but the ones who are definitely qualified. You're special, just like my brother. And that's not a bad thing. In any case, I'm hoping you make a home here.
And I know I had this set to auto forward.
Sorry, I wish I could stay.
It's incredibly tedious to click the button.
Are all the androids here rogues?
I think you can discover the answer to that question yourself. Relax. Find your space. I promise.
Find my space here, huh?
Now the route begins in earnest.
Yes?
I didn't say anything.
You were
Not with
thinking
your
it.
mouth, no. But the way you're staring must mean you have something to say.
Well, since I have your attention, why doesn't your master, my employer, ever leave his room?
That is a private matter, the details of which are none of your concern.
But I wanted to be a concern.
At least not at this moment.
Wait.
Yes?
When will you find out why your master purchased me?
What do you mean?
You said that you weren't certain why the Nightmare Prince chose to purchase me when you don't have a loom. I want to know when you'll be certain.
If you had not noticed, I am working quite hard.
If the information pertains to my future, I should think I ought to be privy. Besides, if you do want help cleaning, you can just say that instead of acting as though I'm prying.
I believe wanting help is not quite the same as wanting work to get done.
That depends on the android. Well, yes, Victor is kind of the standoffish butler. Zephyr is an anthropomorphic peacock. Diego is a gentle giant.
I don't mind helping you, but I think I could be more helpful if I told you my skill set.
You are adorable.
Sensible. As a Dreamweaver model, I suppose I can guess, but please, do tell.
Weaving, sewing, threading, knitting, and other sorts of crafts and creations.
As I thought, but clearly failed to consider. In that case, may I ask you to repair these garments and deliver them to the prince?
As you wish.
But first, I must deliver you some information that I find most prudent.
Orev, hast
Namely,
thou
how
ever
things
seen
go
the
in this house.
Princess Bride?
I'm ready.
As a free android, I cannot make you do anything. But know this, I have raised the prince since he were a boy. If you ever endanger him,
boy,
you will be
that
dismissed at the very
sounds
least.
like
And at the very
suspect grammar.
worst, much worse. Is that
Since
understood?
He was a boy.
Good. Now, follow me.
Can I waddle behind you?
This is your room.
This room has
My
windows.
room?
And so does mine.
I don't believe I misspoke. The Nightmare Prince was quite clear that you ought to receive your own space as soon as you arrived. Here, you can power down for the night if you so wish.
I don't know what to say.
Appreciation of any
Flavor-flavored.
kind would suffice.
Why is your master so kind to androids? Is it perhaps because the prince was raised by one?
That is a question that only the Nightmare Prince himself could answer.
Could or would, Victor?
I'll be sure to ask him.
Could or would?
Do you have a room as well?
Okay, where's the
So
audio
that's
there?
a yes.
I choose not to power down, but I have one, yes.
Wait, what now?
I'll have to see it then. When will our little tour go there?
Never.
Of course.
Must you be so predictable, Victor? Why don't you live a little?
Do I look human to you?
You're not old enough to look like as much of an android as I do, so I'm going to say yes. You do look human to me.
Ah.
If that'll be all.
It won't be. I have one last request.
Yes.
I'd like to thank your master. Is it possible for me to get a loom here?
I'll speak with the prince.
Thank you.
Goody!
As for my
Looming-
question, you said all who live here.
A looming
Who else lives here?
question, as it were.
This may come as a surprise to you, but House Price is a sanctuary for androids such as yourself. This is the Eastern Wing. Here resides your room as well as that of Zafir and Diego. My room is in the Western Wing of the mansion, along with the Nightmare Prince.
Zephyr and Diego? Are they like us?
They are both androids, yes. I would not consider myself similar to them in any other way.
Oh yes, of course not.
They will.
I'll be taking my leave now, as I have many duties for the day and limited time.
Ew,
A power
tingling.
station designed to look like a bed?
Glad you were calling it a hardcore. You ape like me, I wanna walk like you, talk like you.
Do you know my secret, Nightmare Prince?
Yeah, I think that came up fairly quickly, actually.
I don't feel the need to power down anyway, so I might as well get to task.
Yes. What would you like to do today? Quite about this Well, that's easy. Just reinvent the wheel. But do it for yourself.
But I can change this.
How different is there? Yes. Show the do. And that looks like coral to me.
Why are you trying to open my door?
Because it's the only way to get your attention. I knocked politely a moment ago, didn't I? I have 2 questions for you.
I have one. Why that specific hairstyle?
Are you sure you do not wish for me to call you by name?
No one has called me by my name in a long time.
Is that because you dislike it?
It is. My former name was a human one, and I am not human. Not anymore.
Okay, now you have piqued curiosity.
Ask your questions, please.
What did you purchase me for?
I hate to see that which is valuable thrown away.
A fair point, but that doesn't really answer the question.
You mean my master's family? They were going to scrap me?
Yes. I'm sorry.
No, I suppose I should thank you.
Didn't you have 2 questions?
Not anymore. She forgot her question.
Did I hurt you?
You just told me the truth.
The truth hurts sometimes.
How are you here?
I'm always here. I haven't inhabited my own body since...
Say what now?
Since?
Not for a long time.
I see.
Isn't that the same thing, just
Are you alright?
on a bigger scale?
You know, it's funny that you haven't been in your body, as you say, in a long time. But I would do anything to have a human body right now.
And all of the
Why is that?
terrors of feminine
If I had a human body, I could cry. I have read that it's a very useful thing to do when you're in pain.
Are you in pain, then?
Can you see me?
I cannot, no.
Good. I'd like to be left alone if that's alright. It's not every day you find out that the people whose livelihoods came from your hard work so easily cast you aside.
Yeah,
I see.
that's kind of the way of things. Unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For making you sad. That was not my intention. I wouldn't have told you if I'd known you'd be sad. I know what it's like to feel thrown away. To be thrown away.
And that means...
You're sweet for a nightmare prince.
What do you mean?
Well, you don't seem like a nightmare at all. To be concerned about an android. It is all too kind of you.
Then... would it comfort you to call me by name?
Ah, so Nightmare Prince isn't your given name.
In all honesty,
Only in honesty.
it would comfort me if you revealed your name out of kindness and not obligation.
I see.
Perhaps I will charge up and rest after all.
Do you still have the Kraken hair?
Ugh, I can't keep thinking about this.
Never mind, you kept the Kraken hair. I don't care for you to do.
Is there a reason you've hit yourself? And more importantly, do I want to know it?
Victor, have you ever screamed obscenities at
My
a
former
pelican
master, he used to.
that hadn't done anything, was just there, being a pelican?
He did that too.
Why? What purpose would hurting yourself be for?
In some cases, masochism.
I asked him that too once. He said it was to pump himself up.
Great! Pump himself up with what?
You know, charge him up. Give him a power boost.
I see. Did it work then? Do you feel energized?
A little, actually.
Interesting.
He is. Like the last week and a half on that.
Anyway, is something happening today?
Ah, yes. The Master's brother will be visiting. The house is clean, but it could always be cleaner.
I see.
If I hadn't seen it myself, I would not believe how hopeless you are at cleaning. Please, if you would step aside. Busy yourself.
Hooray! Someone else to do the
Doing
cleaning!
what?
Something you're good at. Anything.
Anything?
Anything that involves you stepping away from the mop.
Do you have something for me to draw on?
artistry.
I'll retrieve a tablet and holopen right away.
Prince, are you listening in?
Did someone call me?
Have you been
did.
eavesdropping?
Are you always listening to us?
No! I was going to say something, but you two seemed occupied.
And that's time. This has been Uncle Swinney. With Belle Automata. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the little bell notification icon. I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.